The wide plains of Arizona territory stretched endlessly under the golden sun. A lone rancher named Daniel Carter lived there with only his horses and cattle. After losing his wife years ago, silence had become his closest companion. Still, he continued working hard every day. One evening, while riding near a dry riverbed, Daniel noticed a small figure hiding behind a rock. As he approached carefully, he saw a frightened Apache girl, no older than 10. Her clothes were torn, her face dusty, and fear filled her dark eye. Daniel dismounted slowly and spoke softly so he wouldn't scare her. He offered water and bread from his saddlebag. The girl hesitated at first, but hunger eventually overcame fear. She accepted the food and drank quietly while watching him with cautious curiosity. Daniel soon realized the girl had nowhere to go. The desert nights were dangerous, especially for a child alone. Though he knew taking responsibility would change his life, his conscience wouldn't allow him to leave her there. He invited her to stay at his ranch. The girl, whose name was Alina, slowly began to trust Daniel. At the ranch, she helped feed chickens, water horses, and sweep the small cabin. Daniel taught her simple tasks, and laughter gradually replaced the fearful silence that once surrounded her. Weeks passed peacefully, but rumors began spreading across nearby towns. People whispered about an Apache widow who had escaped from bandits after they destroyed her village. Some claimed she had stolen something valuable before fleeing into the wilderness with her child. Daniel paid little attention to gossip, focusing instead on raising Alina safely. But sometimes he noticed her staring toward the distant mountains with sadness. It was clear she missed someone deeply, though she rarely spoke about the past or her family. One afternoon, 3 rough-looking men rode into the ranch yard. Their leader demanded to know if Daniel had seen an Apache girl traveling alone. Daniel calmly replied that many travelers passed through the frontier. His steady gaze made the strangers uneasy. The men eventually left, but Daniel sensed trouble. He warned Alina to stay close to the cabin and never wander far alone. That night he sat by the fire cleaning his rifle, determined that no harm would come to the girl he had begun to see as family. A few days later, Alina finally shared her story. Her mother was an Apache widow who had fled after bandits attacked their village. The outlaws believed she carried gold stolen from them. To protect her daughter, the woman had hidden Alina near the riverbed before disappearing. Daniel realized the girl he had adopted was the daughter of the fugitive widow everyone talked about. The truth explained the bandits' interest, yet it also strengthened his resolve. No matter what danger followed, he would protect the innocent child who trusted him. Late one night, a shadow appeared near the barn. Daniel stepped outside carefully and saw a woman watching the cabin from the darkness. She was tired, wounded, and cautious. When Alina ran toward her shouting, "Mother," the woman collapsed with relief and tears. The widow explained how she had escaped the bandits after they destroyed her home. She had been hiding in the mountains, waiting for the right moment to return for her daughter. Seeing Alina safe filled her with gratitude toward the rancher. But the reunion was short-lived. The same bandits who had searched the ranch earlier returned with more men. They surrounded the property at dawn, demanding the widow and the gold they believed she possessed. Daniel stepped forward calmly, refusing to surrender them. What followed was a tense standoff in the dusty yard. Daniel's courage surprised the bandits. He warned them the local sheriff would soon hear about their crimes. Realizing they could face serious trouble, the outlaws hesitated, unsure whether the risk was worth it. The widow finally stepped forward and told the truth. She had never stolen any gold. The bandits had destroyed her village searching for treasure that never existed. Their leader realized his mistake too late. The story weakened his authority among his own men. Arguing among themselves, the bandits slowly backed away from the ranch. Without proof or support, their leader had lost control. Eventually, they rode off toward the distant hills, leaving dust swirling behind them and silence returning to the quiet frontier land. With danger gone, the widow thanked Daniel for protecting her daughter. She planned to travel again, but Daniel surprised her by offering something unexpected. He suggested they stay at the ranch together. There was enough land, work, and room for all of them. The widow accepted the offer, grateful for a safe place to rebuild her life. Alina laughed freely again, no longer afraid of losing the people she loved. The lonely ranch that once held only silence now echoed with voices, warmth, and shared purpose. Over time, travelers passing through the territory heard about the rancher who adopted a lost Apache girl and protected her fugitive mother. What began as a simple act of kindness became a story of courage, trust, and unexpected family on the wild American frontier.